Hello. Yes, I'm wearing a shirt more suitable to Halloween because the AI wars continue and nobody's backing down. The anti-AI people, or I should say anti-LLM people, are coming with some really over-the-top arguments. And the pro-LLM people are sometimes devolving into personal attacks. And a few people are still trying to be the voice of reason. I'm not going to name names, but what seems pretty clear is that, first of all, I don't think Haiku is in danger of splitting. Because the pro-LLM people that are being kicked out are not the people working on the operating system itself. They're not the developers. Now, they're developers with a small d, but they're not the operating system developers with a big D. So, the latest proposal was, can the forum have a section set aside for LLM, AI-assisted programs? And that was unacceptable, because then there'd still be advertising on our site, and then that would mean that we sort of endorse them. Really? You put people in a ghetto and that is an endorsement? Well, okay. Look, I don't use these things myself, but I find myself more and more defending the ones who do. But anyway, the anti-LLM people are the developers, and so I don't see anybody forking Haiku and calling it something else and starting a new operating system. I don't think that's going to happen. At the app level, however, I think you're going to end up with two different application experiences. Either the officially approved Haiku ports, pure application experience, or a more freewheeling experience from alternative sources. Now that is a problem for this channel, because this channel was never about Haiku primarily. This channel was supposed to be about applications. So we're now getting to the point where if I talk about applications that have been coded with AI, then I'm going to get boycotted by the one lot, blacklisted, prevented from advertising on the forums. And if I don't cover them, then the other lot will ask, why are you ignoring us when we are creating applications? So I'm going to have to let this play out give it some time, see what happens. And that actually suits me because I have been somewhat neglecting my other channel, my programming basic for Haiku channel, and I've got programs that I've been working on that I haven't touched in weeks or months that I'd like to pick up and get to production. And so I'm going to spend a bit more time on that. So on my website, which you're looking at now, there will be probably more updates and less recent additions, because until we got some clearance on what's happening, I don't think it's really safe to create lots and lots of new ports. Here, you see down here, I already had to put in a little disclaimer. Because really, if you haven't been on the forums, it's getting ugly. And you'd hardly recognize this peaceful, loving community that we used to have from what's going on now. Well, nothing lasts forever. See, so I will be updating where things need to be updated. But anyway, it is getting harder to find portable applications anyway. Maybe time to give that a little bit of a break. I mean, how many text editors does one operating system really need? So unless I come across something really outstanding that really fills a gap, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a rest on porting new applications. There'll be some, but it's going to be a bit slower, I think. And I want to spend more time on my own programming. And build up the YAB section of this website a bit more and have a bit more information there, because hey, that's stuff I wrote, and probably move it a bit more front and center. Okay, so that's your channel update. We'll see how things work out. Thanks for making it to the end of the video.